How are you?
So I'm fine.
Okay, so first of all, tell me about yourself from your educational background.
Okay. Uh, Sir, I had graduated in civil engineering for about 3 years ago, and I'm from Ahmedabad, and I have done my schooling as well as my college from Gandhinagar.
Okay.
So apart from that, uh, I am a state level basketball player, and I have always led my team towards victory as a team player as well as a team leader.
Okay, very good.
इसके साथ ही साथ फ्रेंड्स आप इस बुक को ले सकते हो जो आप सभी के लिए काफ़ी ज़्यादा हेल्पफुल होगी, स्पेशली इंटरव्यू के लिए आपके। इसमें आपको 100+ इंटरव्यू से रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन आंसर मिल जाएंगे जिनको आप प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हो, जो कि आपके एग्जाम में ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा पूछे जाने के चांसेस है। आपके इंटरव्यू में मोस्ट प्रोबेबली ये क्वेश्चन पूछे जा सकते हैं। ऐसे सारे क्वेश्चन यहाँ पे आपको एक सीरीज मिल जाएगी क्वेश्चन की। साथ ही साथ यहाँ पे आपको करंट और सिक्योरिटी रिलेटेड टॉपिक्स भी मिलेंगे इसी बुक में। आपको अलग से कुछ प्रिपेयर करने की जरूरत नहीं है। सारे जितने भी रिसेंट करंट एंड सिक्योरिटी रिलेटेड इश्यूज है वो सारे के सारे इस बुक में कवर किए गए हैं। साथ ही साथ जो है आपको ये लोएस्ट कॉस्ट में आपको ये बुक मिल जाएगी। एडिशनल आपको 30% डिस्काउंट भी मिल जाएगा। तो डिस्क्रिप्शन में दोस्तों लिंक दिया गया है, वहां से जाके आप इस बुक को ले सकते हो और अपनी प्रिपरेशन को और बेहतर तरीके से कर सकते हो। राइट फ्रेंड्स?
So, what do you think? What are the challenges that you will face in this field after joining this job?
So the only work I actually know about the job is through the Wikipedia and from my friends who are actually in IB. So that is not much to go about. But I believe that every challenge can be overcome through hard work. So I don't believe it to be an issue.
Okay. So, what do you think? What is the present scenario of terrorism in India? What are the steps taken by the government to resolve, or how technology is facilitating this type of terrorism or various type of terrorism in India?
So terrorism has caused a havoc, is a menace to internal security. So apart from that, the recent takeover of Taliban by Afghanistan in Afghanistan is a concern for India's internal security as well.
Okay.
Sir, India after 2008 Mumbai terror attacks, NIA was formed to investigate terrorism, and IB and NIA, they coordinate and work with each other to catch these sleeper cells and various terrorist linkages. So social media has acted as the facilitator to actually promote terrorism. These terrorist cells, they actually start. So these terrorist cells, they hire through social media, as well as the radicalization process also goes through social media. They promote their ideology-based thinking through social media. So the worst part is that many social media accounts are fake, which makes it harder for the intelligence agencies to track them down.
Okay.
So to overcome that, recently India had formed NatGrid. So NatGrid is basically where intelligence is shared among the top 10 agencies among themselves, so that information is passed and a perpetrator can be catched easily.
Okay, good. So, if we talk about in recent scenario, we have come across many incidents of terrorism in India, right? So, can you elaborate some of these which you remember?
So the one which I can remember is the drone attack in Jammu and Kashmir on the CRPF camps. So the problem in that particular event was we had been following these drones that actually flew from Pakistan, and they were monitoring the army's movements for quite some time. And the Indian army, despite knowing that, they were not actually taking any action against it. Even the Punjab state government had reported that they have seen seen these drones that were flying through across LOC, but no action was taken. And said that until it was too late, they did strike the two of the CRPF camps in Jammu and Kashmir.
So what do you think, what is the relation of terrorism with respect to narcotics?
Okay. Sir, in India particularly, if Pakistan is concerned, so sir, the LOC border is pretty porous along Punjab and Rajasthan. So through the Pakistan is involved in the Golden Triangle, which comprises of other countries such as Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Iran. So the heroin transport. So the heroin is actually transported from across the border from Pakistan towards India. Along with these, due to the porous borders, terrorists also are able to cross the border and come to it, towards India. And so one is this, and other is that along northeast we have the Golden Crescent that comprises of Myanmar, Thailand, and Laos. So drugs as well as arms, ammunitions, and supplies are sent cross border due to the geographical topographic difficulty we have there. It becomes pretty easy to supply these drugs as well as arms and ammunitions to the extremist groups in northeast. So sir, it does create problems.
Okay. So if you talk about in terms of the empowerment of women, do you know any NGO which are working in this respect in India? Actually, there are hundreds of NGOs working in this field. You just have to tell any one or two you just remember about that.
Sir, I remember one actually, AWA, All India Women Association.
Okay.
But the AWA that I was connected to, it was in army. So it is an army where the wives of officers in the higher up posts, they are the main chairman of the group, and they basically tend to the problems of women living in the domestic quarters there, and the wives of all Jawans and other officers in the army.
Okay.
So that is
only. Recently, there have been taken a step that the women are also included in armed forces, right? So, what do you think? What are the challenges with respect to armed forces, with respect to the women in India? What will be the challenges, or if they are allowed in, or actually they are allowed, but if they are allowed in battlefield also, then what will be the expected challenges in this respect?
So the only major challenge I see is the behavioral challenge among the already recruited male soldiers, because male soldiers, they don't really treat women equal to their level physically and emotionally as well. So there are times where they try to negate their authority. So that would pose to be a major challenge when women works in the battlefield along with them. So, but I believe that if right steps are taken, and if they are guided in along the way.
Okay. So what should be the positive impact of it, as per your opinion?
So it will give. So for the post of the soldier, not much qualification is required actually.
Okay.
The officer post actually requires more more educational qualification, but the post of a soldier, so they don't really require much education. So the women who have not been able to complete their graduations and or a higher studies, even they can apply for the post of soldier in the
Okay,
army.
that was a different perspective. I'm just want to know if they are working in armed forces, then what will be the positive impact of that?
Sir, I'm sorry, I don't, and I didn't have a
Okay,
chance.
okay, no problem. So now, what do you think? Do you have the capabilities to handle this field or this kind of job?
Sir, I don't really know much about what task I will have to perform. But so from the basics, I know that I'm hardworking, I'm resilient, sir, and I have the ability to stay calm in difficult situations, and I have ability to take difficult decisions as well. So
Okay.
I believe that I don't know about other candidates, but I believe that is the reason
Okay.
that I'm.